Hey, Sarah, thank you very much for the question. What I thought I would do is just put together a video here and show you how I would go through this kind of from a from a beginner standpoint, how I would approach this. What I did is I took the problem that you gave me and I have it over here in this portion of the spreadsheet. And notice what I've done here. Ultimately, what I want to know is I want to know this is the truth table I'm after here. I won't go through this yet in any detail, but what I want to point out is in order to address this, I need true or false as it relates to not P. So if P is true, I will, for each one of these conditions, I will go ahead and I will put in the alternate of that in just a second. I will do the same for Q, and the R is just as it's presented here in the table. The other thing I would do is I typically when I do these, I haven't done one in a while, just to remind myself and don't make any mistakes. I'll just throw the basic tables for two arguments up here on how to address first the first thing we're actually going to address here is the conditional aspect, and then the or table is over here. So the first thing, like I said, I'll do is I'll just put in the alternates here for P. So if P is true, those are all false, and then these will all be true, just again to take the opposite. And then let's see, I guess I better go false, false, true, true, false, false, true, 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 true. And again, if P is true, then not P is false, and that again, that's the purpose for this. Let me actually, I think it'd probably be easier maybe to just highlight that as well, since that's the statement that we're going to use here in the result. Same thing for Q. Let me let's see. Let me highlight that, and then I know that I'm going to use R. Now, to approach this, notice there's two things we've got to do here. We've got to handle the conditional aspect, and we've got to handle the or aspect. And what I would do, or what we are going to do first, is we're going to handle what's in parentheses. So this almost becomes like an algebra problem in the order of operations. We're going to handle this not Q implies R based on the statement results that we have here. So let's just go through that. So not Q, if not Q is false and R is true. So if I have false, true in the conditional, the outcome is a true. And I'm just looking right here. If I have false, true, then the outcome is true also. If I have false, false, that is true. If I have true, true, that's true. If I have true, false, that is false. False, true is true. Let's see. False, false is true. True, true is true. And then true, false is false. So again, I'm just matching, what I'm doing here is I'm matching in order, false implies true, and I'll take the result from this column here. Let me just go through one more time and make sure I don't make a mistake. False, false is true. True, true is true. True, false is false. False, true is true. False, false is true. True, true, true. True, false is false. All right. So then I have. From the final statement here, I have what is in parentheses. So I'm all squared away there. The only thing I need to do now is go back and look at not P or true effectively. So this first outcome here, if I'm looking at not P, actually let me highlight this one as well. I think that might be helpful as we do this. So I will have in this first block here, what I'm looking at is not P and true as it relates to this not Q implies R. So if I look at, actually, let me put these in a different color for the final hurrah here. Put these in green so we know exactly what we're looking at. So false or true. So again, now I'm going over here to the or table. False or true gives me a result of true. Let me put these in the middle so we can see all these. Let's see. False, true is going to be true as well. False, true again is true. False, false is false. True is going to be true. Again, you can just reference this table if need be. Let's see, true is going to be true. True is going to be true. And then true, false is also going to be true. So the only one of these, and this should make sense, the only one of these that's going to be false is where both statements are false. Because again, in this final piece of the work here, we're looking at two statements with a connective of or, and that is only going to be false when both statements are false. So one more time here: false, true, false, true, false, true, false, false, true, 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 false is going to be true. So I think this is the, let's just put that in blue, a happy blue color there. That should be the final result on this table. And like I said, going through these the first time, if this is the first time you've ever done anything with truth tables, I mean, this is probably the way I would do it. I would really kind of look at this last, combined statement here that you are trying to respond to, and look at the statements that you actually need. And again, not P, not Q, and R. So I excuse me. If I start with these values or these outcomes of the statement P, the alternative obviously is just going to be the opposite, and the same thing for Q. Since R stays the same, there's nothing you have to do. And then you can just go through and assess each one of these compound statements, based on whichever table it is you're looking at. And I think that's probably the best way to go through these. I know it's probably a little monotonous, but once you get your bearings on these, and especially once as you know these basic outcomes for the two argument or the two statement tables, whether it be conditional, or, and, whatever the conjunction might be, I think you'd be in pretty good shape. So let me know if that helps. If not, maybe we just need to hop on the phone and have a quick discussion. Thanks.